That's better. I guess I took for granted how hard it would be to get the position of all this right if I have so much of the room in frame. Now that I got this guy on here. Gotta watch out for vignetting as well. Harder to get than last time. Fighting the urge to say that's what she said. Okay, now I'm getting a little mad. What was supposed to be an easy application of a prop that I've already used is becoming a visual definition of insanity. That took much longer than I would have liked it to, but hey, now I'm here. Now, you're probably wondering, what's up with this no chin thing? Could it be some kind of complex, satirical, edgy reference to a certain other YouTuber who incidentally might use one of these as their main source of sound? Well, I'm here to tell you that that meme is fucking out the door and should not be used by anyone who isn't the original creator of that meme. But that is not what's happening. Now, as for why I'm using the Yeti, you may remember from last episode that things didn't go so well for my mic setup.
Oh shit. Did I run out? Well shit, folks. I guess this is the benefit of running 2 audio sources at once. My phone just ran out of shit. Memory, whatever it is.
Now, frankly, I like that setup. I think it's funny. I think it kind of demonstrates how you can get away with some pretty good audio just by using what's readily available to most people, in this case the headphones, provided by most Apple products. But either way, the voice memo app didn't work out for me, so I'd like to see how this goes, just to know whether or not I'd have another option if I needed it. Anyway, enough distractions. It's time to explain myself. That's a really unsatisfying payoff. I guess I'm used to using DSLRs and other hardware whose resolution and definition are high enough to reveal every pore and flaw within one space. But this crap cam stuff, charming as it might be, it's a little lacking in those departments, so you can't really see how bad this is. Oh, wait. I can demonstrate with your other senses, which will be enhanced by our new friend here. Are you ready? Nope. Not gonna cut it. Gotta go in for the big kiss. I actually made a Vine, not to stay locked on that topic for more than I already have, where I took the headphone mic and just like rubbed it across my chin to kind of like parody ASMR channels that totally do that. Like that's the bulk of the content that they make for their channel. And then somebody actually commented on it and said, you should make more. I mean, if Vine were still alive, I might actually be doing that right now, but I just never got around to quite, making that magic happen. As if the hipster factor couldn't possibly get higher. And no, that's not a setup for another drink joke. Back to this stuff for now. I promise next time it'll be something that I haven't drank yet in one of these vlogs, but my supply of caffeinated and non-caffeinated carbonated drinks is kind of low. Also, I'm a little on edge right now. Nothing major, just not in quite a relaxed enough state where I think I could confidently do one of these without a little help from my friends. Oh man, if I had the license to use a Joe Cocker song right now, I would totally use it. A little help from my friends. Before you fucking music nerds try to call me out for my bullshit, yeah, I know. It was a Beatles song first, but the definitive version is by that other guy. So yeah, back to this. I tend to do No Shave November, not so much because I am a master trend follower or memester, although the first half of this vlog seems to have proved otherwise. It's just a time of year where I have the excuse to see how far I can get this stuff to grow before I have to, shave it. I've tried in past years. Usually I just end up shaving it early because, the creepy pizza guy aesthetic down here will only get me so far. But this year I'm gonna go the extra step and just kind of address what the No Shave November thing comes from and the kind of things it's actually supposed to be bringing attention to rather than just, having a dick measuring contest with your facial hair. Yeah, dick and hair should only be in a select few sentences. I'll keep that in mind in the future. I have my associate here to fact check and make sure I'm about to present proper information. Trying to screen capture here so I can give the little nifty preview of what I'm looking at here. This is a visual medium, damn it! I say, as I know a lot of you motherfuckers are just listening to me while you're doing your homework or applying for jobs or taking a shit. The goal of No Shave November is to grow awareness by embracing our hair, which many cancer patients lose, and letting it grow wild and free. Donate the money you typically spend on shaving and grooming to educate about cancer prevention, save lives, and aid those fighting the battle. I kind of have mixed feelings about this now that I've actually read it out loud. You want to raise awareness for cancer by indulging in an element that cancer patients tend to lose because of the treatment they go through. Like, I get it, don't take the little things in life for granted and all that, like, that's admirable to an extent. I don't know, though, I just feel like there's a better way we could have maybe, campaigned for awareness for a very serious disease, he says, as he's already clearly partaking in it. Anyway, I'll continue my research and find a proper place to donate money to if you actually want to help out people who are, going through some shit right now. It's all about that little thing we can do for each other, So despite how well trying to do this is going so far, and that I'm also trying to, keep this episode a little tighter, see if I can keep it under that 10-minute mark by the time I'm done with the final edit, what I wanted to talk about today are Endslates, those being the little outros with thumbnails and subscribe buttons that urge you to like and share the video at the end of productions that, aren't just cat footage directly uploaded off of somebody's phone. I remember on my last couple of YouTube channels, I tried to make a couple of these, and I would try to go all out to the point where it kind of looked a little tacky, but I kept experimenting, and eventually I actually started doing it for money because I used to make a couple of those things for people on my old Fiverr page. This combined with my recent fascination with design and fonts, having never taken a class like that in my entire life. But it's true, I love fonts. I like researching and looking at different fonts. I take pride in the fact that I've found a handful that I tend to use a lot in my various projects, as you've probably seen if you've been keeping up with these vlogs and even some of the stuff that came out before that. It's cool. It's like pieces of the puzzle that you're just going out and finding for yourself. And then some fonts complement each other more than others. It's like this, it's like color theory. It's like all this research you can put into it, and each little thing you learn is something you can apply to a product that you're making. And yeah, I like that shit. I guess you could call me an autodidact, which means you just like teaching yourself shit, but it has so many syllables that it makes motherfuckers who say it seem like Aristotle or some John. Anyway, I wanted to bring this up because YouTube apparently added this feature recently that allows you to build that kind of stuff directly into your video on the website, like after you've uploaded it. I haven't tried it yet. I'll probably try it for the end of this video, because I'm really curious of how well it'll work, and if it makes my life easier, then I'll probably end up using it. I say that hesitantly because I'm such a sentimental guy. You could probably tell by how I talked about Vine last week, even though that's not necessarily an app I used all that often, but as soon as it's gone, I'm like, oh no, that's not a thing anymore. It was, but now it's not. That's sad. It's like Joni Mitchell said, you don't know what you got till it's gone. If it ain't paradise, you put up a parking lot. I know. Counting Crows, right? This is Counting Crows. No, you noobs. Adele didn't write that song about making you feel my love. That's an old-ass song by a dude who I may or may not share some kind of nameage with. Yes, I got it right. Joni Mitchell. OG Big Yellow Taxi, which is the name of the song, put up a parking lot. It's something that bugs me. Even if I'm guilty of doing it myself, it bugs me that people name songs based after whatever lyric pops up the most. It's just like Baba O'Reilly, or as most people call it, Teenage Wasteland. I'm glad this shit was here because you couldn't see what my mouth was doing while I was doing that. This is a source of all sorts of gags. I'm really liking this, actually. Probably not always going to be able to use it, but, as I've said before, having the option, that's exciting to me. Endslates! Let's get back to Endslates. That was the whole point I wanted to make this video. I like Endslates, especially when they're done well. I like it when they're done slick. I like it when they're done professionally, but I also like that minimal shit. I like it when people play with the format and kind of add that level of interactivity that most other videos don't really have. Like that shit where I was moving the subscribe buttons back and forth, that was fun, I'm not tooting my own horn, I just like it when videos do shit like that, so I would like to think that my channel would be the kind of place that would do something similar, but at the same time, if annotations are no longer going to be a thing that YouTube focuses on, which is likely, because if you go to the page where you check this new feature out, it says, oh, annotations don't work on mobile. Try our new thing. Please give it some time and learn to love it, because we're totally going to pull that other shit out of there because we don't want to use it anymore. Which I get. It'll put tools into the hands of people who don't really have them. Unless you've sunk a good bit of time into like making these reels or making videos or doing editing, doing like some kind of design stuff, like it can be tough. And there's no bigger turnoff to the mainstream than an amateur looking outro unless you own it. You got people cutting shit on iMovie, you got people just using a microphone built into their computer making some pretty funny or cool looking stuff. It's a matter of preference. It's a matter of what you want your thing to look like and the kind of stuff you want to deliver to the masses. It's also largely dependent on what those people want. Or not even want, just, you know, what they're cool with and all that. Ramble, ramble, ramble. Well, to be fair, I did say this was gonna be a ramble, I think. Maybe I just said that to June when I told her I was gonna shoot this morning. June's my producer. That is all you need to know right now. But yeah, it's a thing that I do, it's a thing that I take advantage of, it's a thing that I'm quite fond of. But just given how YouTube operates sometimes, the way in which I would do that will no longer be a thing. I don't know how the new system is gonna impact how much I can do that. Like, really, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I guess the overriding theme is I am afraid of change. I'm gonna miss this old shit that I'm already using if it does go, and I'm pretty sure it will. But we'll also see how this new stuff works. It's probably gonna help a lot of people out, and that's all that matters, I guess. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to use a shot of me holding this pen. Just, you know, I had notes this time. I tried to keep my thoughts concise and make sure I don't like talk about 6 things I didn't actually intend on talking about. I mean, I'm not saying that stopped me. That totally still happened. But I think just having something there just to look at if I do get lost, it'll help me not only record faster, but also ensure I don't add 5 other topics to something that was supposed to only be 1 or 2.
Metavlogging with Dylan Cuesta. Watch his quality vlogs as you also learn how to make a quality vlog of your own, thereby killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Don't tell Peter!
I guess I could end it here. I'd be content with that. What? Am I disturbing you? Am I disturbing you? Don't you dare be looking at me like that. Y'all need to see what I see. There's a sassy bub on that futon right there, and I need you to know that she exists. I'm gonna make you an internet star. If I'm not big, at least you'll be. Right? She's on my sweatshirt, by the way. Oh, coyote. Oh, and I know that it's too late seeing as Halloween is over, but I just thought of a really nifty thing that I could have done. You know? Taking advantage of my lo-fi roots. Just going all out with atmosphere. Who knows, folks? We got a big milestone coming out, the Big 5. Maybe, just maybe, I'll make it look a little different. Until then, good night, and good luck. Oh, balls! Wrong button! Wrong button! Ah! I was goddamn blinded myself.